just got back from Gettysburg. I attended the Spring Gettysburg Military Antiques Show, which was an absolute adventure. I stayed, of course, at the Gettysburg Hotel, my favorite hotel, and enjoyed some really delicious food at the Gary Owen and Burrow Barbecue. The Gettysburg Show is actually run by Steve, who's a legend in the collecting community, in the Civil War antiques community. He runs this show. He's the publisher of North-South Traders Civil War magazine, and he was so kind to have me come down and film the show and check out all the unique items that they have on display. So thank you very much to Steve for sort of taking me under his wing and allowing me to explore the show and bring it to you all, my viewers. As you can see, they've got everything at the show, including our favorite, right, Civil War military images. This table is, of course, our sponsor, the Excelsior Brigade, and it's always great to see their table because they really do bring their A game. They've got plenty of ID'd images, including images of prisoners of war, soldiers who were wounded in action and also killed in action. So if you want to look for some sort of unique present for yourself or a loved one, pick something from the Excelsior Brigade because there's a story and history that comes with each of their images. This, of course, is Vin Capone's table. Now, Vin is a local, you know. You hear him talk, you can tell that he's from out on Long Island. He's a guy that knows a guy, you know what I'm saying? And his table is always fantastic. He's really brings his A game when it comes to firearms. Of course, I was really impressed with the Zouave coat that he had here on display, and as well as the drum, which also has a story to it. As you can see on the drum was a small little dedication as well. He's got these pistols. Many people forget that these single-shot pistols were still being used during the Civil War, during the early phases. Of course, they were slowly phased out by the more modern revolvers that you see here. This table, I believe, is the Union Drummer Boy, local to Gettysburg. They always bring very unique items to these shows, and I mean, just look at the blades they have, the edged weapons, the firearms. As you can see here, they even have a whole surgical kit, cloth items like forage caps, spurs, painted canteens. I mean, these are crowd pleasers wherever you go. Now, I do want to talk about this next character, Ambrose Militaria. They were so kind to actually stop and talk about some of the items they have on display and for sale, and so I'm going to let them take away.
These are your typical Civil War General Service buttons. These all have a raised mark depressed channel, Scoville, MSG coat, back mark, and these date to about late 1850s. And these are very reasonable. You can get these market value, usually about $20. We do $15. So you're happy, we're happy, you know, and I mean, it's a piece of history nonetheless. You know? So this here is an inkwell that was found in a Confederate trash pit in Vicksburg. So most soldiers would use these to write back home, write letters, write whatever, you know, but personal stuff. This here we got it's an eagle breastplate. What's nice about it though, in the back you got the soldier's initials and you got the maker's mark, W.H. Smith, Brooklyn. It's got both the loops too, so it's got that personal touch from the soldier.
Now, of course, Ambrose Militaria, they're a little new to the game, but the knowledge is there, the expertise is there, and I really enjoyed that Ambrose Militaria actually spoke to us at the show. That was just so pleasant. Of course, at Gettysburg, I couldn't help it. I had to attend the Antique Center of Gettysburg just to see what they had, and I actually found some really cool items that I did purchase from over here. They've got everything under the sun, from World War II items, Civil War items, as you can see. This is a great place to visit. This is the Antique Center of Gettysburg, and it is Gettysburg's premier antique mall with over 60 dealers of quality antiques and militaria. So definitely a spot to check out if you're in the area. As you can see, they've even got model soldiers, one of my favorites. Model soldiers are great for setting up dioramas, displaying on their own, but they also give a pop if you're displaying your military images throw in a couple model soldiers in your display there of Civil War images, and it really makes your display pop. It's something that I've been experimenting with, and I highly recommend it. As you can see, some military hats in the corner here. I believe those are going to be post-war. You have images such as this, which are just absolutely fantastic. You're not going to find images like this everywhere. It really shows that when you go to Gettysburg, you're really going to find some really unique items you wouldn't find elsewhere. It is a great place to go hunting for Civil War antiques. Of course, we have here the leadership of the Confederacy. And just look, this is a great example of just the multitude of different items they have on display here. But hey, please, thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed going to Gettysburg, and I look forward to bringing more events to you via YouTube. Thank you.